Do you know how hot the roads can get in summer? This young lady sat down on the roadside, and within 10 minutes, the soles of her shoes melted into the pavement. Before she could react, she ended up breakdancing from the burning heat. And it's not just that, car tires also melted under the scorching sun, leaving black marks on the road while driving. Netizens joke that this isn't summer anymore. It's clearly an alchemy furnace. The slippers I washed last night shrank into a mini version by morning. Even more absurd, one guy took his frying pan outside to test if he could fry an egg on the road, and it started boiling in less than a second. Who would dare to touch this steel bar? Let me show you how hot it is in Xi'an. Even ants died instantly. I saw a pig collapse from heat in a traffic jam on the highway. Birds won't even walk on the black pavement. They only hop on the white lines, avoiding the scorching surface. Oh my God, just look at this one baking in the sun. It must be burning hot. This is getting out of hand. Honestly, God, it's kind of hilarious. The Chinese mainland is currently facing extreme heat, with temperatures in many areas exceeding 40 degrees. More than 2 million square kilometers are experiencing temperatures above 35 degrees C. According to meteorological authorities, this level of intensity is rare for this time of year. The Northeast has seen its hottest weather in 55 years. In Mohe, the northernmost city, temperatures have stayed above 35 degrees for several consecutive days, and surface temperatures have reached 65 degrees. In parts of Beijing, asphalt roads have hit over 60 degrees under direct sunlight, and in some areas, nearly 70 degrees. Historical records show that North China experienced a heat wave during the Qianlong reign of the Qing dynasty, with Beijing once reaching 44.4 degrees C. In the summer of Qianlong's 8th year, over 10,000 people died of heat stroke within 12 days, making it one of the deadliest summers in Chinese history. Today we're going to talk about the ongoing extreme heat in mainland China. As of July 8th, 13 national meteorological stations have recorded new all-time high temperatures. This current heat wave centers around southern Hebei, Henan, Guangdong, and western Shanxi and western Hubei, with long-lasting and intense heat, and frequent highs exceeding 40 degrees. Even the solar-powered streetlights are lighting up on their own from the heat. It's terrifying. Can you see it? It's getting brighter and brighter. Oh my God, the solar streetlight is on fire. How can it catch fire? Doesn't it run on solar power? Isn't it supposed to absorb sunlight, not burn from it? This is bad. What just happened? The transformer is broken and it's on fire. The old man is shouting, could it explode? Since June, temperatures in Heilongjiang province have remained high, with some areas breaking historical records for this time of year. Even Harbin, known as the Ice City, has hit 36 degrees C. But because air conditioning isn't common in the Northeast, students are reaching their limits. In some colleges, even electric fans can't be used at night when dormitory power is shut off. Overwhelmed by the heat, students are doing whatever they can to cool off. Those who can afford it go to hotels, and others sleep in corridors or on the playground. Some universities' responses have been both puzzling and indifferent. Without AC, students were told to use ice cubes. With no power at night, they were advised to use battery-operated fans. Hotel bookings near universities have surged. A hotel staff member near Harbin University of Science and Technology said, "All rooms are fully booked, mostly by students." He added that all rooms have functioning air conditioners. Students from Jilin Agricultural University even lay in bathroom pools to cool down. A blogger from Jilin University said she was woken up by the heat in the middle of the night. "I wanted to throw up, but I couldn't. It was just too uncomfortable. It's so hot. I can't live without AC. Jilin University, please. When will we get air conditioning in our dorms? I was really woken up by the heat." She continued, "After I woke up, I had a headache. I tossed and turned, unable to sleep. My eyelids were heavy, but I just couldn't fall asleep. It was around 3 or 4 a.m., and my head was pounding. At around 5 a.m., the heat gave me a splitting headache. I felt nauseous but couldn't vomit. I just dry heaved. It was unbearable. The dorm was like an oven." She said she went to Rickson building to eat her favorite roast duck rice, but even eating felt like a punishment. "Please, when will they install air conditioning? I rely on my fan every day, but it's not enough." Last night, she and her friends sang on the playground. There was an open mic, and students took turns singing. We sang until nearly midnight. I checked my phone, and it was about 11:30. One boy even pitched a tent on the playground. Why did he do that so late? I seriously suspect it's because his dorm was too hot, so he chose to sleep outside. That's how bad it is. As temperatures rose, demand for air conditioners surged. There was a buying frenzy across the Northeast. I never thought I'd see this day. Residents in Harbin lining up to install AC units. Some waited 5 or 6 days, while others said, "I'll pay extra, just come install it now." Many families installed AC for the first time. Netizens responded, "What's going on? Are conditions really that bad over there? You're only installing AC now? Don't you see where this is? In the Northeast, we never needed that stuff before. If it weren't for the insane heat this year, this wouldn't be happening." Others said, "You Northerners are so dramatic. It's only a bit over 30 degrees. Down south, we deal with 40 degrees all the time." But Northerners replied, "You guys are used to living in ovens. We're used to being frozen. If we suddenly get roasted, of course we can't take it." It's still hot like a dog right now, and in another 3 months, we'll need heating again. It's unbearable. My friends in the Northeast, I have a question. When is the right time to install an air conditioner? Can I still get one installed before summer ends? It's just too hot. Let's talk about what it feels like in Northeast China right now. It's like being trapped in a giant steamer, even when you're indoors. It's so unbearably hot that I decided to buy an air conditioner. I ordered it at the beginning of the month. They said it would be delivered on the 9th, then changed it to the 11th, and now they say the 16th. I tried calling them today, but I couldn't get through at all. At first, I had to wait in line just to schedule installation. The delivery date kept getting pushed, from the 9th to the 11th, then to the 16th. Who knows if it'll even arrive on the 16th? And after that, I still have to wait for installation. If it doesn't get installed until next month, it'll already be autumn in the Northeast. By then, do I still even need an air conditioner? It's just way too hot right now. A lot of people may ask, why didn't you already have AC installed if you live there? Well, I didn't grow up in the South, so I didn't even know about air conditioners back then. I've lived here since childhood, and summer never felt this unbearable. But once you experience air conditioning in the South, coming back to this kind of heat is torture. Taking multiple showers a day doesn't help. If you shower too early at night, you're just drenched in sweat again later. Now I look forward to sunset every evening, just hoping for a bit of breeze or a light rain, anything that helps me sleep. Honestly, I never thought the Northeast would be trending again this year. Usually it gets popular in winter for its snowy landscapes. That it makes sense. But this year the Northeast is trending because of the heat. The ongoing heat wave has caused a surge in demand for air conditioners. Technicians from all over the country are now gathering to help with installations in the Northeast. But according to some of the workers who have already arrived, the process isn't easy. One technician said that walls in the Northeast are usually thicker than those in the South. It takes 1 to 2 hours just to drill a hole, he'd said. At first, I could only install 2 to 3 units a day. Gradually, I managed 4 to 5. Although the AC at my house was finally installed yesterday, it rained last night and the temperature dropped. When I opened the window this morning, it felt cool again, so I didn't even need to use the AC. The temperature in Weifang, Shandong, also reached 40 degrees. On July 5th, the 2025 Weifang New Youth Music Festival kicked off under the blazing sun. Many attendees fainted from heat stroke and had to be carried to ambulances. Even though the event had misting machines and other cooling equipment, it was still incredibly hot. Firefighters had to use hoses to spray water on the crowd to help them cool down. According to Jimu News, student dorms at the Donghai campus of Yantai Nanshan University in Shandong don't have air conditioners, only small wall-mounted fans. But in such high temperatures, even the fans just blow hot air, so students have to rely on cold showers to survive. Many students go to the campus supermarket to enjoy the air conditioning, but because the dorms close at night, they can only stay there until a little after 9 p.m. Then they're forced to return and endure the heat overnight.
30 years from now, all high-rise apartment complexes will become garbage. You've spent your entire youth, drained the savings of 6 family members, and poured the efforts of 2 to 3 generations into buying a high-rise. And when you finally finish paying off that 30-year mortgage, you realize you've become the biggest fool in the world. The elevator's been broken for 3 straight days. Going down is still manageable, but going up is hopeless. Walking from the 29th floor down to the ground is possible, but what if there's an elderly person who's sick? Are we supposed to carry them down on our backs? I can go down, sure, but what about climbing back up to the 29th floor? Try to think from the perspective of ordinary residents. How would they feel? Look at this elevator. One still works, for now, but the other is completely broken. The screen doesn't light up. It's useless. We've already replaced it 4 times, and now only one elevator is usable. When we call someone to fix it, they just come, take a look, and leave. We bought a 50-floor apartment for 1.8 million yuan, and every day feels like living in the sky. I regret it so much I want to slap myself. The pain feels like my insides are being torn apart. Too many flaws. It's full of hidden dangers. Even if you beat me to death, I won't buy another high-rise. Never again. Poor quality high-rises in the future will inevitably turn into slums. Everything is deteriorating, and the maintenance fund for the building is practically zero, not nearly enough to cover the costs. This is what life in a high-rise really looks like, friends. It's now 8 p.m. and the whole building has lost power. We live on the 20th-something floor. How are we supposed to get home? Now there's water leaking everywhere. Come fix it quickly. If there's an electrical leak too, we're done for. It looks like a full-on plumbing job. The accident started because a water pipe burst in one of the units on the 11th floor. The water poured down the utility shaft and eventually spread to the electrical rack. We only have 70 years of land use rights. Many people ask, what happens after 70 years? I say, you're thinking too far ahead. You're super high-rise. Forget about it lasting 70 years. Will the building itself even survive that long? Who will be responsible for maintenance? Who will pay for repairs? And if you want to sell it to whom? It's all problems. That house will just sit there forever like a burden. No one can afford to tear it down, no one wants to, and the residents can't leave. So what would you call that if not a slum? China's real estate market is in long-term stagnation, and high-rise buildings in major cities are showing more and more issues. Online, many homeowners are lamenting, buying a high-rise apartment, deeply regretted. Some even say, these buildings will become slums. In the coming years, anyone with a bit of money will leave. Only the drifters will remain behind. In reality, some residential areas are already showing signs of this trend. You won't need to wait long, not even 20 years, to see it clearly. The original designs were unreasonable, just 2 or 3 elevators serving each floor with 7 or 8 units. When the elevator breaks down, no one takes responsibility. Dozens of people have to fight over one elevator. And once that breaks, it's over. Residents on lower floors might still manage to climb stairs, but those living on the 10th, 20th floors, climbing every day, no one can endure that. Living on the 20th or 30th floor will drive you mad. Now, even gathering funds to repair a low-rise building is difficult, let alone a high-rise. The building management is incompetent, and most people avoid paying maintenance fees. That's why I've made up my mind. I'm done with high-rise living. The greatest deceit and the biggest betrayal of ordinary people is this. High-rise apartments are only designed to last 50 years. After just 10 years of use, they begin to deteriorate. Cracked walls, aging pipes, broken elevators, water leakage. Maintenance costs are extremely high. Developers only care about selling units, and property management is only interested in making money. The maintenance fund runs dry within just a few years. Ironically, wealthy people would rather buy high-rise units just to store urns of ashes as houses for the dead than to actually live in them. So who ends up living in these apartments? Those without money, the poor. The hygiene is filthy, neighbors lack awareness, the entire residential area is filled with shady people, and public security is chaotic. If this still doesn't qualify as a slum, what does? Look around at today's high-rises. Many have already become slums. In another 50 years, we'll witness even more of them turning into true urban ghettos. Some say high-rise buildings will eventually become slums, and I believe this project is a textbook example. The green belts have long disappeared, garbage and rats are everywhere, and the environment is appalling. The elevators are either constantly under repair or about to break down. Back in 2012 and 2013, the price per square meter was over 7,000 yuan. Now, homeowners either sell at a loss or are completely stuck. This is Fengjing International in Guilin, narrow corridors, damp and dark, not even a ray of natural light. The storage rooms are scarier than escape rooms, and the parking lots are completely unmanaged. Don't even dream of comfort if you live here. I think in 10 years, even renting these places will be impossible. According to residents, this building has 33 floors, but only one elevator is functioning normally. In the morning, students must leave 30 minutes early just to make it to school. Sometimes they wait the whole time and still can't squeeze into the lift. Delivery workers have to climb over 20 floors on foot, and residents often walk up the stairs just to get home. Exhausting. One person lived on the 40th floor for 3 years and finally sold at a loss of 300,000 yuan to escape. He advises anyone thinking of buying a high-rise to think very carefully. In the first year after moving in, everything seemed fine. But by the third year, so many problems arose that it became unbearable.